Okay, I wanted to do a quick video about generating surfaces from splines in Paraview because it's something I've used recently and there seemed to be a bit of interest in that. So I've got some splines here. Now when you create a spline in Paraview, you do that by going to Sources and Spline Source. And then you can add points on the left here and then edit them if you want to, just by typing in values. Or you can do Control left mouse click, and then if you move that around, then it appears on the left there. If you want to add points, you can add as many points as you like and move them around, which is really cool. If you want to delete points, you just do shift left click, and that's how you delete them. So splines are really handy for creating geometry. And you can, once you've got a spline, you can go to linear extrusion. You have to specify the direction. So that's done a linear extrusion. Then you've got a new surface there, which is quite nice. Or you can go to rotational extrusion, and you've got a new surface there, which is quite handy. So I've been creating some nozzle geometry using this method recently, which is great because you just create a curved surface and then rotate it, and you can improve the resolution of that if you want to. And then when you export it, I normally triangulate it first, and then save data and save as STL file. So that's how I would save that surface. Anyway, what I wanted to do in this video was just a recap of using splines to create a quadratic surface. So I've got 4 splines here, and they need to be numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you just sort of roughly approximate the positions so that they sort of meet up at the ends. It doesn't have to be exact. And then there's a Python script which I wrote. So we go to macros, add a new macro, read in spline surface, and then it appears here. And then when you want to use it, you just press the button and it creates a surface. So I can literally go to any of these ones here and then modify the surface. And it won't be exact, but it'll recreate a surface based on that. Obviously, the accuracy depends on where the spline points are and how much they match with each other. So if I sort of move that up there, for example, make that look a bit nicer, and do that again. So that's how you do it. Now you can just triangulate that and then save that surface as an STL file if you want. In the script, you need to specifically say the location where the VTK file, where the surface has been written. So yeah, it writes the surface as a VTK file, but you can save it as an STL file as long as you triangulate it first. And then also in the script, so it writes the surface and then it reads it back in. So you can change that to false if you don't want it to read it in. So yeah, that's how you can create quadratic surfaces in Paraview. And the warning of this script, which I will make available, works in version 3.98 of Paraview because that's the version I prefer using most of the time. But if you want to use a more recent version, you may need to modify the script.